fatal flaw, the DC-10 disaster that exposed an engineering nightmare. The morning of May 25th, 1979 dawned bright and clear over Chicago's O'Hare International Airport as American Airlines Flight 191 prepared for its routine trip to Los Angeles. The McDonnell Douglas DC-10, registration N1110AA, carried 258 passengers and 13 crew members, many of them vacationers looking forward to California sunshine. As the massive trajet taxied toward runway 32R, passengers near the left wing would have seen nothing unusual about the #1 engine mounted on the wing's leading edge. None could have imagined this very engine would trigger one of the deadliest aviation disasters in US history just moments after takeoff. At 3:02 p.m. local time, the DC-10 began its takeoff roll with Captain Walter Lux, 53, at the controls. The aircraft accelerated normally down the runway, reaching rotation speed at exactly 3:04 p.m. As the nose lifted skyward, horrified air traffic controllers and ground witnesses watched in disbelief as the left engine suddenly separated from the wing in a shower of sparks and metal fragments. The violent detachment severed critical hydraulic lines and damaged the leading edge of the wing. But the real catastrophe came from an unseen engineering flaw. The engine's pylon mounting structure had failed in a way that simultaneously deprived the pilots of crucial warning systems and flight control capabilities. Inside the cockpit, the crew faced a cascade of failures they couldn't possibly understand in those critical seconds. The engine separation had torn away the electrical wiring that powered the captain's instruments and stall warning systems. First Officer James Dillard's instruments still functioned, but provided conflicting information about their rapidly deteriorating situation. Most crucially, the loss of hydraulic pressure made the left wing's leading edge slats retract automatically, while the right wing's slats remained extended. An asymmetrical configuration that doomed the aircraft. As the DC-10 climbed to about 325 feet, it began an inexorable roll to the left that the pilots fought helplessly with full right aileron and rudder inputs. The final moments were captured in a haunting photograph that would become iconic in aviation safety studies. The silver DC-10 tilted nearly 90 degrees to the left. Its right wing pointed skyward as it descended toward an open field near Toohey Avenue. The aircraft struck the ground at an extreme angle, disintegrating in a massive fireball that destroyed a nearby trailer park and several vehicles. All 261 people aboard perished instantly, along with 2 workers on the ground, making it the deadliest aviation accident in US history at the time. The subsequent investigation uncovered a shocking chain of engineering and maintenance failures. McDonnell Douglas had designed the DC-10's engine pylon with a critical vulnerability. The attachment points could fail catastrophically if subjected to unusual stresses during maintenance. American Airlines had recently implemented a controversial procedure that saved time by removing the engine and pylon as a single unit for servicing, inadvertently creating hairline fractures in the pylon structure. These fractures grew with each subsequent flight until the fateful day when aerodynamic forces during takeoff completed the failure. The Chicago disaster exposed deeper systemic issues in aviation safety oversight. The DC-10 had suffered several previous incidents related to its cargo door design and other engineering flaws. Yet regulatory action had been sluggish. In the wake of Flight 191, the entire DC-10 fleet was temporarily grounded worldwide, while modifications were made to the pylon design and maintenance procedures. The tragedy ultimately led to sweeping reforms in aircraft certification processes, maintenance documentation requirements, and crew training for unusual attitude recovery. Today, the lessons of Flight 191 continue to resonate in aviation engineering and safety protocols. Memorials near O'Hare Airport and in Des Plaines honor the victims, while the accident remains a sobering case study in engineering schools worldwide. The DC-10's flawed design serves as a permanent reminder that in aviation, even the smallest technical oversight can have catastrophic consequences when combined with procedural failures and regulatory complacency. The wreckage of N110AA may have been cleared away decades ago, but its legacy endures in every modern aircraft designed with redundant safety systems and fail-safes that simply didn't exist on that spring afternoon in Chicago.